We've got collective bargaining updates from the WNBA, and we're doing it in familiar confines here on the patio in chilly 58-degree San Diego. Brandon, OIAS, host of Outsider Information. Where we're at now, actually, where we left off. October 31st was when the collective bargaining agreement was set to expire. Leading up to that, the WNBA proposed an extension to which the players said no. A couple days later, they said yes, and we are now in that negotiating window on the back half of it here on November 19th. We have seen movement. I don't know how much progress, but we have seen forward movement, and this is where we are at. So the WNBA has proposed a max salary of 1.1 mil, a minimum salary of 220K, and an average about would be 460K. As the CBA, if this is agreed upon, the CBA was in place, those salaries would go up over the course of years as a salary cap increased as well. So that is progress, but it's not the only thing. When you look at the differences between the WNBA and many of the college programs these women came from, there is a significant drop off in operational standards because the colleges are basically operating with monopoly money. So their facilities, their travel, everything about the experience is much better than what the WNBA currently has, and they are trying to upscale that, as they should. Right, you had WNBA teams flying commercial as early as recent as a couple years ago. And when you're a professional athlete, you need treatment on the way back, nutrition, all these things that you can't do if you don't have the appropriate travel to do so. And of course, the facilities, they're a major recruiting pitch at the college level, and at the pro level, got to have good facilities. So there's that. There's a issue with the core designation, which is similar to the franchise tag. I don't think they're going to get this removed. The franchise tag, if you don't know, in the NFL is a way that teams can retain an extra year of control. It limits the players' mobility. It pays them essentially an average of the top salaries for 1 year. The players hate it, but the owners refuse to give that up. I don't see them getting rid of that here, but got to ask for it. The other thing I'm seeing is player caps, so roster caps for in-season rosters. Right now it's 12. And they are trying to get that elevated. And it makes sense because we're seeing a lot of players go down with injuries, and that's bad for the game. So all these are on the table, and the players are asking for them. If you stopped at the money and said, well, they're getting what they want, they should be grateful, not how negotiations work. You ask for the sun, the moon, and the stars, knowing that you're only going to get the sun, the moon, or the stars. You cannot ever negotiate back up. You can only negotiate down. So the players are asking for everything, as everybody should in a negotiation. And we're just going to have to see. So if we get additional updates, as always, I'm going to try my best to give you a lens on it, and we will go from there. So if this helps, like, subscribe, and engage. We will see you next time.